Welcome back to Delmarva Sports Insider. On Monday, we broke the news out of Pocomoke High School that Alan Bird was calling it a career and retiring after 40 years as the boys' soccer head coach. 47 ABC's Kenny Christopher has the story.
The GOAT word gets thrown around a lot, but he really is the greatest of all time when it comes to soccer, especially on the Eastern Shore.
40 seasons, 8 state titles.
I won 3 state titles with him, yes. 06, 07, 08.
I was on the 95 state championship team. It's his first outright state championship, by the way. I had to throw that in there.
Won 2 state championships.
Pocomoke boys soccer coaching legend Alan Bird is calling it a career. 2005 Adidas National Boys Soccer Coach of the Year leaves the program as one of the winningest coaches to ever step foot in Maryland.
He's a great leader. I mean, you know, he's lighting a fire under you, but at the same time, you want to run through a brick wall for him because, you know, he just can relate to you so well.
When I first got here, he's always like pushed me to do my best and made me a great soccer player.
It's easy to measure the success on the field, but when you talk to those he coached, you understand the incredible impact he made in players' lives after they hung up their cleats.
As a player, he taught me about commitment, hard work, told me that nothing is ever good enough. It's always about your next game. I carried that into college, and I try to pass that on to the players that I coach now at SU.
He's touched my life in every aspect of it. As a man, as a husband, as a father, as an athlete. It doesn't matter if it was basketball, tennis. He knew how to reach me.
Definitely had a huge impact on individuals' lives. He could definitely be a father-type figure for individuals who may need a little extra guidance in their life.
So whether it's on the field or off, he'll always go down as one of the best.
Albert is the greatest coach that I've ever played for, bar none.
Kenny Christopher, 47 ABC.
Congratulations to Coach Bird once again. Pocomoke assistant boys soccer coach Chris Roberts has been promoted to be the Warriors' next head coach. We're going to keep our countdown running now. We'll send it back over to the wall to Brandon.
Thanks, Trey, and congratulations to Coach Bird on an amazing career, one of the best we've seen here on the shore in any sport. Well, let's get back to that countdown. The Crisfield boys basketball season saw some great moments, but it ended with an ugly scene. The Crabbers hosting Edmondson. This was a chippy battle right from the start, and in the second half, after a couple hard fouls on both ends, players taking exception and resulting in pushing and shoving. We're going to see it here in a couple seconds. And then the fans would start to get involved in this as well. Here you see the player getting helped up right there. See the players and 2 teams getting involved right here. Fans coming onto the court right there. Crisfield trailed by 20. The game was called for that afternoon, and the rest of the game would not be played out as Edmondson advanced. But this was the final game of the Bayside basketball season. A really disappointing scene to end the season, Trey.
Absolutely. We talked about that more than once, and I mean, just can't happen. We understand why it happened, but it can't happen, and that was a very ugly scene. It sucks that the season ended the way it did like that.
Yep, definitely. And moving on now, we talked about the Parkside-Easton matchup in the Bayside Championship. Well, Easton's girls basketball team comes in at number 3. This team returned their top 7, and they ran over the competition this year, led by Maya Jeter, Lily Osborne, Emily Griffith. The Warriors did something they hadn't done since 1994, and that's advance to the state semifinals after defeating Marriott's Ridge. This was a team with players who have been together for a while, won the Bayside title in 2019, and they lose out on the opportunity to win their first state championship in 26 years.
Yeah, and we talked to Coach Griffin after the MPSSAA canceled their game that they were heading to at Towson, and he was very disappointed. You know, those girls definitely deserve the opportunity to go and try to win a state championship. This was by far their best chance. These ladies have been playing together, I think they said, since they were 8 years old.
Right.
Amazing.
Yeah, and to the mats now, Stephen Decatur dominating their competition all season long, first taking out Kent Island in the Bayside Championship, then went all the way to win to the 2A Team State Championship, their second straight season with a state title. The Seahawks cleaned up at the individual championships as well, winning 3 brackets, while the Bayside took home 5 overall. First for Decatur, Nico D'Amico winning the 132. Easton's Maximus Bentley took home first place in the 138. To the 145, Noah Rijo made it 2 titles for Decatur. And then James Pirana made it a hat trick for the kids from Berlin, winning the 160. And big Mike Collins out of Parkside, he earns the title of state champion in the 285. Congrats to all the winners out there.
Yes, absolutely. And you want to talk about a dynasty, that is a dynasty.
That's right. And it's time to take our next break. But when we return, small businesses continue to take a hit during this pandemic. Hear how the Salisbury Area Chamber of Commerce looks for solutions.
I'm Jacqueline Wright from Parkside High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.